Boruto greatness, guys. This episode was amazing. As my man DeAndre said, it was an emotional roller coaster. And yeah, stick with me and listen to my Boruto episode 21 review. Alright, so first of all, at the start of the episode, we got like 1 minute of recap or 2 minutes, something like that. At one point, I was a bit confused. I thought I opened the 20th episode, but no, it was a recap. And basically, the greatness started. After that, this episode caught me crying, even though I've read Naruto Gaiden, I knew what was gonna happen and everything. I knew that Sarada was gonna cry and all that. It still got me, especially when she was talking to Sasuke, when she was like, Papa, the tears coming out of her eyes. And yeah, I am triggered by Sasuke's attitude. Now, the thing is, I'm triggered because his intentions are brilliant. He wants to keep everything away from Sarada. He doesn't want her to know his mission, that he was a criminal and all that. But when she asked him these things, he's not supposed to say, this has nothing to do with you. So, he was so cold. It's okay, as I said, his intentions are brilliant, but the fact that he says it like the biggest douchebag emo father in the world just pisses me. Because, honestly, you see your daughter for the first time. I'm not counting the time when she was a baby, right? And you're like, this has nothing to do with you. It's unacceptable. Really unacceptable, in my opinion. I keep defending him in every review I do, because he had a terrible past and all that, and I'll still keep defending him, but it was just stupid in my opinion. Especially when Sarada asked, is Sakura my mom? Bro, just say yes, she is your mom. I mean, why? He didn't say anything, but yeah, I just never mind. Some of you probably didn't read Gaiden, so I don't want to spoil what happens in the next couple of episodes. But I feel at that point he was supposed to say, yes, she is your mother. But anyways, shortly after that, Sarada, first of all, she ran away, right? Naruto came, he wanted to talk with her. A little bit of conversation, then boom, Shin attacks. And guys, in this episode, we saw the true leader of the whole Shin situation, because all of these things are Shins. You saw them, you saw how many of them are there. And yeah, he looks badass animated. I must say this. The Akatsuki suit, it just looks brilliant. When he stabbed Naruto, well, when he controlled Sasuke's sword and stabbed Naruto, at that point I was pissed, because obviously we know that there's movie after this, right? Momoshiki arc, and we all know that everything is gonna be fine in the end. Nobody's gonna die. So I'm just thinking to myself, God, if only this was new content, I'd be so excited. I'd be so pumped, Naruto, he got stabbed through his fucking stomach. But as I said, I was just a little bit I wish I never read Gaiden. But then again, there's movie after this, as I said. Yeah, I mean, people keep shitting on Shin's powers all the time. They say he's overrated and all that. But that his power it's unique as a Mangekyo ability, but it can be useful. He fucking stabbed Naruto. Imagine if it wasn't for Kurama's healing, this dude wouldn't be able to fight anymore. And the thing is, again, people always, when they compare Sasuke and Naruto, they always bring up this thing when Kurama told Naruto, you're fighting his senses or something like that, they went down. But it's not only Naruto that looks sluggish, Sasuke as well. I mean, I get it. They're introducing a villain in Boruto. It needs to be interesting. It's not supposed to be okay, Sasuke or Naruto finishes Shin in 2 seconds. But really, obviously, I don't want any of you. Oh, sorry, I don't want any of you to get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a plot hole, but it just doesn't make sense, because Sasuke could just go Susanoo like this and everything is over, or Naruto could go full Kurama and everything is over. That's what I'm trying to say. But as I said, they have to make this interesting, There's a lot of people getting into Boruto who never saw Naruto originally. They're not even aware of how strong Naruto and Sasuke are. But it just kind of, I need to turn off my brain while I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, Sasuke knows how to use perfect Susanoo, right? Naruto has perfect Kurama. They're not using it. Boom, switch off my brain. I'm fine with it. I just wanted to mention it in this review of Boruto episode 21. And yeah, throughout this episode, it was pretty much foreshadowed that Sakura was gonna come to the scene. When she talked with Shizune, she was like, "I'm a terrible parent." Shizune is like, "You should have had more faith in Sarada." And all in all, it's just sad. The whole Uchiha family is suffering a lot. Sasuke, we saw that flashback when he was talking to Naruto. He was like, "You always wanted this, you to be the Hokage. I'm gonna support you from shadows and all that." I think like he is searching for traces of the Otsutsuki clan or Kaguya, whatever. But as well, there's no excuse as to why he never visited Konoha at least once. But the guy's in a lot of pain. He did so many things, so many bad things throughout his life, and for that I'm gonna defend him. But for saying that has nothing to do with you, it's like, I don't want to criticize him because it's so sad. The look in his eyes when Sarada said Papa, it was so sad, guys. I don't know. I told you I cried throughout this episode. Like, not like literally crying. Well, yes, literally, tear or two. It's just tragic, Hopefully everything's gonna get fixed in the future. I don't want to spoil anything. But as I said, moving on to Sakura, want to get back to my original point. It was pretty much foreshadowed that she was gonna come. She did come to the scene. She fucking smashed Shin. You guys know that I don't hate Sakura. I said it like, I think 1 month ago, that eventually I'm gonna make a video about her, defending her from everyone. It's just the fact that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that video, so I'm kinda still not prepared to do it, but I will do it, I promised. From Naruto's generation, she is my favorite kunoichi. Not my favorite kunoichi from Naruto, my favorite kunoichi is Kushina, but Sakura is out there, and I don't think she's a terrible character. And just another thing, to add, when she pushed Sarada in the end, she saved her. Is just, I like her as a character. I wanted to avoid mentioning this, but I just have to because I'm reviewing this episode as a whole. Chocho Akimichi. Last episode, I gave it 9.5 out of 10 just because of her stupid jokes. And this episode will pretty much be the same, 9.5, because I just can't stand her stupid jokes. Taking Sasuke's hand, putting it like this to check if he's her father. Saying that she needs to eat chips and then go talk to Sarada. And Sarada's like her best friend. You're supposed to go straight away to show some support. And then she like wants to give chips to Sasuke. Cringe level 100. No, it's not cringe. When something's cringy, you can still laugh, right? It's retarded, but you can laugh. But just whoever's like coming up with these jokes about Sarada, stop. Not Sarada, Chocho, stop. This needs to stop because she's not likable. 70% of the community is triggered by her, and those 30% of people, they're like, they're fine with it. I saw only a couple of people who actually like her character. I'm not saying everyone should have their own opinions and all that. I do love at her as a character. I don't have anything against her. She is a good person at the end of the day. She's Choji's daughter, for God's sake, and you can't dislike her. But these jokes and character interactions that she has with other people, it's just ruining her character. It needs to be fixed because she's not enjoyable when you see her on the screen. Well, I'm talking at least from my perspective. This is just my opinion, of course. When I see her on the screen, I'm like, come on, I want to see like the next scene. So yeah, this episode gets 9.5 from me. A lot of emotions. Good fight, Sasuke using his Rinnegan against Shin, Naruto going into his Kurama or Sage of Six Pets mode, whatever. Yeah, as I said, really enjoyable episode. Naruto Gaiden is killing it. 2 or 3 more episodes, and then we're gonna get a new opening after this arc. Yeah, I can't wait to review the next episode because it's hype. It's gonna be a lot more story about the Shins. We saw the main Shin, using his own child as a shield. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about that next week. If you stayed this far, make sure to give me a like, comment down below if you want to share some thoughts with me, and if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe with post notifications on. That was your boy Eternal Hokage, and I will see you in my next video.